Hi, everyone. Welcome to part two of energetic intelligence. Last week, I gave you an exercise to do, which was really couldn't be more basic, but difficult to actually sit in complete silence for about 2 to 5 minutes every day. Okay. The idea was to cut out distraction. Yeah. As you do that, you find layers. You think things that you once denied or couldn't reach, and you begin to see patterns and you begin to see repetitions and you begin to see layers that were once covered. Okay. So, how did you go? I hope you went well. And you know what? If you didn't get to 5 minutes, no drama. Whatever you did will be fine. And we're going to continue. If you want to go back on past sessions, obviously you can do that. So, this week we're going to add to that practice of the silent state. So, we're going to start with that. And I know that other YouTube videos, basically break down steps in the descriptions, and I'm not going to do that. And there's reasons why I'm not going to, which is that I actually want you to take notes as you're listening to this, because a lot of energy comes through you as you write. Okay, those who have done channeling with Jamie Natural Health and Healing, or with other organisations or practitioners, it moves through you kinetically. So that's also a practice to get into the habit of. There's reasons for that. It's not just reading something and it's non-active. So where I'm actually taking you through a methodology, it's actually really important that you actually write down the steps yourself. If you don't want to do that, then just replay it. Let it get in your system. It's part of energy. It's part of download, and it's part of learning energetically. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to break it down for you. What is the next step? Okay, remember, energetic intelligence, in the most basic definition, and you can look at a past video to see how that's expanded, but really it is the ability to discover layers, connect layers, understand patterns, and make sense of the whole with specific details, pulling it all together. It's the whole thing. Okay, so first of all, the practice is to sit in silence for 5 minutes. Okay, that's number one. And if you only were able to do it for 1 or 2 minutes, this week, build it up. Yeah, 2 minutes is fine. 1 minute is fine. 30 seconds is fine. Yeah, we all have busy lives, and it's really tricky. Okay, I have the great honor of going to Bali with my village and people that I know there very well. And those of you who visit Bali will be quite familiar with Nepi Day. And I've been a meditation teacher for 30 years. And I was amazed with Nepi Day, which is basically everything turned off. You can do nothing, right? It is a meditation day. That means no eating, no electricity, no distraction. So I've been doing this practice for 30 years, okay? And Nepi Day, I was amazed how, with absolutely no distraction, how much deeper you can go, okay? So, and also it alerts you to the way that you can distract yourself, so that you'll be, sitting there, you've, been quite peaceful and reflective for 2 hours. Then you think, oh, I'll go to the fridge. Distraction. The point is to do nothing. And Westerners struggle with this. What they do is, but can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? No. No. That's the thing. Okay. So, all right. If you only did 1 minute, if you only did 2 minutes, this week, try to build it up. We want to get to about 5. So, number 1, sit in silence. Silence. Nothing for 5 minutes. Number 2, after 5 minutes, not draw anything specific, draw by letting the pen or pencil guide its own path. In primary school, you may have called it a what was it? What did we say? A doodle, something like that. Anyway, a pattern. Just see what happens. Meditative practice. Okay, so let the pencil or pen guide its own path. It's not you saying, I'm going to draw a leaf. That's mental, that's intention. Let the pencil just guide you. Let it go. Okay? 3, when you've finished, grab another color pen, and let's just say red for the moment. There's a reason for that, but I'll talk about that in a subsequent video. And begin by joining up any line. So say you did that as a pattern, then grab another one and join up lines. Don't think about it. Just where you think it's disconnected or where you think it needs another line of connection, do it in a different color. Good. When you've done that, go and put that drawing in the corner of the room, away from you, and stand back probably about 4 meters or however far you can see, right? And focus on one part of the drawing. So you're not looking at it as a whole, you're micro-focusing. A lot of things about energy work and a lot of things about, the energy work that I do, vibrational balancing or even channeling, is developing different types of focus. So even those who are familiar with photography will know macro and micro focus, long range, yeah, or peripheral vision, or change of a soft focus, a sharp focus. They're terms that we already know. But in energy healing and in energy work, you want to develop different foci points. Okay, that's the exercise. So there is a method to this. Okay, or are there reasons for it? So you put the drawing about 4 meters away and you look at it, or you begin to stare at it, and what part is the part that your eyes are going to. So follow your eyes. Okay, it's your seat of vision, and at this point what's happening is it's your third eye directing you, not your actual eyes. So it's the point that you can't kind of stop looking at. Okay, so focus on one part of the drawing. Number 6, go up to the drawing and circle that area. Okay, it kind of validates it and it brings that into sharper focus. Okay, then, or number 7.7 if you're diligently taking notes, and I hope you are, then draw that part on a full page. Okay, so that now becomes an A4 page. So you're taking it and now you're blowing it up. So again, within 3 steps, you've used very different points of foci. Okay, so you're changing it and you're developing those layers of vision and perception. Okay, so that small part is now big on a whole page. Right, now look at it. We're going to change that again. So as you look at it, then I want you to draw it again on another piece of paper, but it doesn't have to be on, I'll correct myself. It doesn't have to be on the same bit of paper. As you look at it, get maybe even a thicker type of pen or a texter and go over the actual outline. So what you're doing is you're accentuating, or you're making the outline or the shape bold. You're not worrying about anything else. You're just going for the shape, the basic shape. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay. Now, put the page down, sit back, because this is the part you're really nailing. Sit back and sit in silence. Close your eyes and visualize that single shape. As you're doing this, as you're doing that, and you can just learn it by rote as you're writing it down, or listen to my voice again. But as you're doing that and focusing on that bold outline or shape, how is energy moving in that shape? Just watch it. Become a witness. Watch or feel the movement. What this is doing is teaching you how to read energy, because energy moves. It's not static. It can never be static. Otherwise, it's not energy, right? And it's not visible. Okay, so it's adding perceptive layers or stimulating your perception. So that whole exercise is this week's task. Okay, so do it as much as you can, whenever you want, or go over it, listen to this video. Even as you listen to the video, that will start sticking in your head, and that's part of even what we would call a download, or rather enhancing a skill set energetically. Okay, so I hope that helps. Let me know how you're going with comments below, and I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to having you join us for week 3. Thank you. Bye.